it's lunch, but you have to stay awake, right, for the next hour. You're going to hear some fabulous folk music from our partner, Banglanatak.com. Let me just introduce the founder, and then he can explain to you. So Banglanatak.com was formed by Mr. Amitava about 20 years back. He left a high-flying career in the software industry. He was with TCS and many others. And at the young age of 33, decided to come back to West Bengal and give back to the country where he came from. The concept was very simple. Can you take dying art forms, both in products and performance, which is music and dance, and revive them so they can become thriving micro enterprises? Very simple concept, upskill them, contemporize them, and then link them to the marketplace. So far, they have done 45,000 artists in West Bengal. They are now just moving to Rajasthan. Of course, COVID has slightly delayed that program. And what you're going to hear, performances today are from West Bengal and Rajasthan. Amitava will explain in more detail. He also happens to be an IIT graduate. Was coincidental, it was not by choice. And of course, he has been awarded the global recognition by both UNESCO and UNWTO. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, Amitava.
Yes, he told me that, post-lunch, my responsibility for next 1 hour to ensure that all of you are awake. So I said, okay, I'll try my level best. I'm a Kharagpur IIT graduate, as Kartik explained, and then a fellow from London School of Economics, 10 years of software. Came back from Silicon Valley in '99 and started this unit, small organization, in 2000, so 22 years. He mentioned few words on our work. I'll just very quickly, I will give you another small addition to it. Poverty alleviation, is it possible? If possible, what are the ways across India? So after doing a study, because there are many economic theories, many people are working, but I thought that rural marginalized population, what skill they have that the urban world has ignored. And I saw traditional art and culture is a big skill, which more is like a passion. So our responsibility was like a catalyst, tweak it to a profession. So build capacity, link them directly to the market, and thirdly, do a lot of exchange collaboration to bring pride and recognition back to them. And once they get back, they are extremely talented, they will do their market. So only a little bit of help is needed from people like us. So I have a 65-member full-time team, and like today, if you go to rural India, why do you go to? There is no Taj. So why do you go to? There is no Grand Hotel. You go to experience rural India, isn't it? A lot of you go to rural India. So what do you experience? You experience their culture. Now, if the strong folk traditional art exists, that means it has the power to attract you to that place. So that means it is a resource. And if it is a resource, it is based on a skill. All of you are here for some water projects, so obviously that's a skill. You are talking about engineering, economy, everything is a skill. So here we consider traditional art and culture as a skill, and with that skill we decided that we will take this forward. Now, is it a skill or not? So, and my target audience is rural artists. So my first presentation is Bhawaiya music from North Bengal. There are about 4,500 practicing Bhawaiya musicians now. And when I say North Bengal, it is actually Jalpaiguri, Alipurduar, Kuch Bihar, the three bordering districts of Assam, as well as next to Darjeeling. It's in the Duars. Now they have it's a lifestyle music of North Bengal. That means you will be through the music, you will be hearing about the pains and pleasure of this. North Bengal gets a lot of rains. It is also the forest area. it is also the tea gardens area. So obviously the women, the men, they have different types of lifestyle as well as the life problem. Let's say we also have people from desert later on in today's presentation. So desert life and North Bengal life is definitely not the same. So let's start with North Bengal, Bhawaiya music led by Himadri Deuri. Himadri, can you please come?
কোচবিহারের হেউতি ধান,
দার্জিলিংয়ের চা বাগান,
জলদাপাড়ার জঙ্গল খান,
ঘুরিয়া ফিরিয়া দেখিয়া যান রে বৈদেশা বন্ধুরে, ও মোর সোনা বন্ধুরে, একবার উত্তর বাংলায় আসিয়া যান, আমার জায়গাখান দেখিয়া যান, মনের কথা শুনিয়া যান রে বন্ধু, তোমার কথাও কয়া যান রে,
মনের কথা
শুনিয়া যান রে বন্ধু, তোমার কথাও কয়া যান রে, মনের কথা শুনিয়া যান রে বন্ধু, তোমার কথাও কয়া যান রে, মনের কথা শুনিয়া যান রে বন্ধু, তোমার কথাও কয়া যান রে।
Now in this song, actually the artists have invited you to visit North Bengal. So this was an invitation to all of you to come to North Bengal. Now who are important stakeholders in such a movement with artists to go up? There was a very important gentleman called Dhaneshwar Rai, and he just died about 1.5 years back, but he wrote this beautiful number. See, it is important that we need to also contemporize our thoughts and writings. Let's say the Bhawaiya songs which were written 100 years back, today's youth is unable to get inspiration. Because 100 years back there was no WhatsApp. Right? So things have changed. So we need to rewrite. And who can write? Can I write? No. It has to be the local guru. But to who understands the tradition as well as this. I am explaining little bit so that you can understand that, it's not that only a television company can bring the folk forward. No. They rather can do commercialization unnecessarily, which might be a bad thing for the source. Television companies can actually play a very important role as a presentation of that. That's an output delivery. If somebody, a baul actually is performing at Talent Hunt or those programs, Saregamapa, then other people get inspiration. But inside that, there are a lot of people which have to work. So catalysts like us, our responsibility also to identify the local guru. That's a must. And see, what's the age? Nothing. The 3 young guys. And not only that, 6 years before, there was no Bhawaiya major show, anything outside that area. Now they got invitation from Bangalore at Indian Music Experience to perform. Bangalore Music Museum have invited them to perform day before yesterday. Yesterday they performed. So this is what the spread is all about. Who knows tomorrow, see, 2 of them have said that, this is their first time they have taken a flight. That's natural. Everything there has to be a first time. This year is a great year for Bhawaiya that at least they have come to Bangalore. Tomorrow they will be across India. So skill, build capacity, link them directly to the market. So now I am relating. Next please.